People at the National Western Stock Show are very hardy people. They're going to be out there this weekend regardless. This is the 119th year for this big event.
Including my family. We'll be out there on Saturday with all the layers. You can all enjoy all the action until January 26th. And if you don't want to wait, you can head out to the Mini Hereford show today. That's where our Lauren Scafidi is live this morning. Lauren, it's almost showtime for these cuties.
It is almost showtime. We've got less than 2 hours now, and there is so much going on in here before the big show. We'll get to that in a little bit, but first I want to introduce you to Kyle Shipley with the Mini Hereford Journal. Good morning, Kyle.
Thanks for having us out. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. So before we get into all of this, just explain what the Journal is.
Okay, yeah, so my name is Kyle Shipley, and we own and operate the Mini Hereford Journal. It's a worldwide publication where we promote these breeders' cattle, and we promote Mini Herefords as well. And Mini Herefords are all over the world. And so we're just connecting everybody from Australia to the United States, from Colombia to Belgium.
Amazing, amazing. There is such a deep history here for the Mini Hereford show, so explain that to us.
Okay, so Mini Herefords were created by a man named Roy Largent. And him and his family would come up to Denver every year and show cattle. And then in the 1970s, when the trend started that we needed to go bigger frame cattle, these guys didn't want to. They wanted to keep their smaller frame cattle. And so they kept breeding them. They stayed with the smaller ones when everybody else went up. And so these cattle are a result of that man doing that 40 years ago.
Wow, a lot goes into it.
It had to do with Denver. They came here, they saw the trend, they didn't want to go with it, and so they decided to just keep breeding their smaller stock.
And that's where we are today. We got the big show in just a couple of hours here.
Turned into this, exactly, yeah.
So I'm just amazed at everything going on. We've got the bright lights. We are getting a fresh blowout this morning, fresh vacuum, all of the things. I mean, it really is impressive how much goes into it.
Yes, yeah, these, like I told you earlier, these cattle get treated better than a lot of ladies. Yeah. Yeah, so most of these people got here at 3, 4 this morning to get these cattle ready. They bring them in from tie-outs, they wash them, they blow them. They'll get them ready for the show. But yeah, if you walk around, you'll be pretty impressed with everything that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, these Mini Herefords are basically getting everything just shy of a manicure and pedicure. Yes, exactly. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a beauty pageant for cattle. But instead of moms and their daughters, it's these dads and these cows, right? Yeah.
So you've had a chance to talk to some of these people here. What are you hearing from everyone?
Yeah, it's great. So yesterday we went through the barn. We were able to interview people with the Journal, just a few of the breeders, just so people can get an idea of what's going on up here. But yeah, people love it up here. It's way different than showing at any other cow show. You walk out, the Rocky Mountains are right there, downtown Denver's right there. It's just a fun atmosphere, right? And so people love. I mean, we have I think 200 cattle here. And 14 states represented. So this guy right here, he came down from Wisconsin. We have couples that came over from Missouri, all over the United States to be here to show their cattle. They consider this show the Mini Hereford World Show. And Mini Herefords have been coming here, I believe, 25, 26 years.
That is just amazing.
And when they first came here to show, they weren't allowed to show. They were just on display. So we've come a long ways. We're probably maybe not the largest breed here, but we're up there. We come in quite a few numbers, and so it's cool to see this many kids show up when it just started with 2 head just being on display.
You hit the nail on the head, Kyle. It is a great atmosphere, so much amazing stuff to see, and the people are just amazing, and that's who I'm going to introduce you to coming up at 7 o'clock. One of the little girls who's actually showing for the show at 8 o'clock. Stick with us. Corey Jordan.